One of the big news items that's there on your wiki page is that you postponed your wedding because of hectic shooting schedules. I'm not getting into that, but where do you see this whole work-life balance thing in this world?
I have observed that it is very dangerous to publicize what is personal to somebody who is well known or famous via films or mass media. So that it's been a principle of mine to make sure that my family, my loved ones, including my friends and whoever I hold really close, I try and keep them away from the spotlight as much as possible, which goes against the norms that my peers and my colleagues have, because they're all so invested in publicizing themselves all the time. It begins with what they ate for breakfast to what shoes they're wearing and where they're going for a vacation, their clothes. I mean, there's no sense of mystery left anymore. And if you sell yourself so much, what is going to be so enthralling or exciting about you that people have to come and watch you in the theaters? That's my logical, that's how I rationalize it. So, but apart from that, I dislike any kind of attention towards my family life.
Right. I'm not asking you about your family life. I'm asking you about work-life balance.
Oh, my work-life balance?
Yeah.
Well, when there is work, there's work, and when there is no work, there's life.
Okay. So do you believe in this concept is what I'm trying to ask? Because you're working so much, you have to postpone something as like you want to get married, but you can't do that because you're working in film after film after film after film. Do you now think that I should probably take it a little easier, or you're just thinking that there is no such thing as a balance, it just happens as it does? Do you think it's possible to consciously strive for a balance, a work-life balance?
Maybe, I don't know. I just do whatever feels natural. Back then, it just didn't feel natural. Like it felt like I had to put in too much effort to get married then. But now it doesn't anymore. Now that I am, I'm a father and I have a child, and it doesn't seem too much of an effort for me to go out, make a film, also come back and do my daddy duties. So
right,
if that is what work-life balance is, yeah, I guess that is it. Yeah,
right. But then you're saying I'm not going to overload Instagram with pictures of me with my baby, or me with my family, or me with my doing this vacationing thing, or me with my plants, or whatever it is.
Yeah, no way.
So what is Rahul Ramakrishna's hobby? Nobody knows.
I have taken to manufacturing pictures of myself using AI. Like, I've gotten really good with prompts. So I'm flooding Instagram with AI slop of myself, to the point that I don't care if Instagram deactivates my account thinking that it's some kind of a bot. I mean, I don't take social media seriously at all. So it's just a new fun pastime that I've taken to.
Okay. You also call social media something. Before we began this interview, you want to say that?
Yeah, I feel that social media right now is Nazi Germany's wet dream. I mean, that's exactly where it is right now.
Okay.
And that's one of the reasons why I do not care for it, because what happens in the real world, it gets twisted and morphed into something else in social media. And more often than not, what happens in the digital world gets twisted and morphed into something else in the real world. So I've decided to take only the real world seriously and not the digital world.
Okay. So when you say it's Nazi Germany's wet dream, you kind of mean that there's, like, in what way? As in, because that was an authoritarian rule, right?
Yeah.
Which
was enforced by, a cult. But now we don't need the cult anymore, because we have become like a huge cult, right? It's the individual will of, it's the invisible will of the majority that, and where everything is performative, everything is holier than thou, everything is so sanctimonious, as you had referred to. And we set standards that we do not emulate, for sure.
Right.
And we do not know what is true and what is not true anymore. It's just so much noise.
Is one part of you worried about, not worried necessarily, but concerned about, listen, I'm speaking very naturally, is something going to get twisted tomorrow on social media? Are you thinking about that at all?
I don't care. I've never cared.
Not now. So you're just like, whatever happens here, if tomorrow somebody says, Rahul Ramakrishna said this in an interview, you don't care?
Go ahead, cancel me. It's okay. It's all right.
Okay. You just
Me being cancelled or not being cancelled doesn't pay the bills at home. So
maybe
it's
that'll
alright.
give you joy.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
You know that.
I mean, being cancelled is probably going to be like my next badge of honor. Yeah.
Yeah. What was your earlier badge of honor?
Not being cancelled.
No, I'm serious. So what was your earlier, but seriously speaking, do you look at